I started this beautiful painting December 21st. I spent many hours into the wee hours of the morning working on it. I recall one morning till 5:30. It was a Sunday. That's 5:30 in the morning. I slept till 8. Got up again and worked on it till about 10 or 12. And then I went to the 12 o'clock Mass. Then I brought the painting to rest homes and shared it with many people. And a beautiful meditation exercise of holding baby Jesus in your arms, heart, and soul, breathing in the breath of baby Jesus, exhaling joy, love, and peace. It's a beautiful story about this work, which I will share with you. I do palliative care work in hospitals and homes and visiting rest homes and people who are ill. And I've gone to Lourdes twice, and I've shared Lourdes water with a great number of people. Some of them had remarkable results. It's always entirely up to God. Well, I was in a hospital and I met this beautiful lady here. Her name is Dolores Garbazio. I was wearing this shirt, so it opened up the door to a conversation of her love of Mother Mary, which is very deep and pure. I would play my guitar for her and sing the spiritual songs I wrote about Jesus and Mary. I would visit her a number of times. Then one evening, I drew a little bit closer to her to hear her talk. She was speaking very low. And her eyes were half closed, like from the pain and medication that she was on. But something happened, and her eyes opened amazingly wide. And I knew that Dolores was going to be leaving this world soon, very ill with cancer. But at that moment, I felt this great joy. Stronger than I ever had before. And when I looked into her eyes, it was not Dolores' eyes that I saw. Not the eyes of a 78-year-old lady who was in pain. The eyes of a young woman. And they're beautiful. They were Mary's eyes. The following day, when I visited her in the morning, we received communion together. It was just absolutely beautiful. And so I'm dedicating this painting to Dolores Garbazio, and also to Sandy Hoffman, who's another lady who's now in heaven with God. I cared for her when she was ill, and it was her time to go too. She had this great love of Jesus and Mary. And she once told me, Mary said she could hold baby Jesus. I like that idea. I was caring for her in my home at that time, and she was very much in pain. So I added something new to the concept of holding baby Jesus. And I told Sandy, I want you to visualize what Mary said you could do. But I want you to breathe in the air deeply that baby Jesus is exhaling. I want you to breathe in Jesus. Exhale joy, love, and peace. Breathe in Jesus. Exhale pain. So that any pain you have will leave. Any negative energy you have will leave. Breathe in Jesus deeply. Exhale joy, love, and peace. Surround yourself with the ambience of God's love. And she started singing Joy to the World. I've done that with other people who were ill, and I've had the same response from some ladies, that they could feel they were holding Jesus, and they could feel the joy of Christmas. But primarily, what they could feel was God's love. So Mary is saying here, hold my son Jesus in your arms, heart, and soul. Abide in him, may he abide in you. Jesus, he loves you. Breathe in deeply the breath of the Christ child. Breathe in Jesus. Exhale joy, love, and peace. Love him too. Breathe in Jesus. Exhale joy, love, and peace. It's almost as if Mary's lips is pursed, exhaling the air that she just breathed in from the child Jesus. There's a prayer that I shared with a great number of people that's beautiful at communion time, at any time when you just want to feel the closeness of God. Come into my heart, O Lord. Make my heart your home. May your sacred healing blood mingle with my own. With every beat of my heart, may your sacred blood flow. Flow to every part of me, healing as it goes. And then on the top of her bodice are the words, reach for his cross. In your moment of need, reach for the cross of love, a hope. When temptation beckons you to the dark side of the world, reach for his cross and walk in the light of the Lord. He will be with you. Love him too. I'm blessed with a number of beautiful spiritual people, and among them is this lady here, Sherry Douglas, and her mother, Clara Young. They're Baptist and I'm a Catholic, but we get along very well. We love God, we really love the Bible. And they had a lovely doll collection, and I told her the difficulty I had trying to figure out how does a mother hold a child for her in my painting. And Sherry posed in different poses, and this is the one that I use here. There was one day when a light, I love the way light bounces around in my studio, but there's a ray of light going right down to Jesus' face. And that light was so bright Mary almost appeared as if she was much darker, and Jesus did too. And actually the little baby there is a black baby. And I could not help but think of the problems we're having in Sudan. It was almost like I should focus on that. And they just got a little, let's say a B for Virgin Mary from the candle. Muslims are killing hundreds of Christians. Christians are killing hundreds of Muslims. We hear about the 46 Christians who were killed in Iraq. But can you multiply that by hundreds and hundreds? I did a painting based on the Shroud of Turin that I call it Prince of Peace, and I gave it to a black priest from Nigeria for his church. And my feeling was that Africa needs the Prince of Peace. But the African nation has been providing us with many, many missionaries. There was a time when we sent missionaries to Africa. Now they are returning that gift by sending priests back to America. The same in the Philippines. We get a great number of priests from the Philippines and from Africa. But there's something about both of those nations that are common. They love Mary, Mother of God. And they have a strong devotion to her in relationship to the importance of her bearing the Christ child. Beneath that is a painting called The Dawn of a New Day. And I wrote a song dealing with that, but it's very apropos for the New Year's. How we should raise our voice in praise and look forward to hope in God and renewal. I've done a number of paintings of the lone cypress, and they generally are prayer paintings that just worked out that way. A number of years ago, a young lady from Australia was 13 and she wanted to see the lone cypress. She came out and I shared Lourdes water with her, and she improved tremendously. But when she was 21, she was a wild young Australian. She was going downhill, and she contacted me and said she was being taken off the lung transplant list. I did a prayer painting of the lone cypress for 3 weeks on the other side of a moon gate. And at the end of 3 weeks, she went in for a successful double lung transplant, and that was 17 years ago. Sometime when they last for 10 years, they're doing well. But I had a number of cases dealing with situations like that. May we all, people of all faith, have love and respect for God's mother, for the mother of Jesus Christ, and she will help you. She'll ask her Son to help you, and her Son will speak to God the Father and the Holy Ghost, and they will help you. So may God bless you in the New Year's. May you find joy in loving God and sharing that joy with your family. I do a fair amount of writing, which can be found on my webpage about my experiences. That's on www.bleich4art.com. And there are videos that I've done that you have to know, you cannot deny that there are unique things happening in these. And I believe that they happen, and I share them because I'm to give testimony. My mission statement in life is to promote Christ's commands of love, especially the new one. John 13:34. May we love our neighbors as I have loved you.